What is up, everyone? Today is a really big day because today is the day we are officially dyno tuning the E36. Now you'll see in a little bit that I didn't expect to, but it ended up happening and it's pretty cool. So be ready for this. But this video is also an awesome video because this video is actually being sponsored by World of Warships. So they actually hit me up a few weeks ago to tell me about the new computer game, World of Warships, and it actually ended up being a pretty damn cool game. Now, in this game, you command a massive naval fleet of some of the most iconic warships that are extremely accurate to the real life thing, with over 7 million others. The game is a perfect mixture of like action and strategy. What's also awesome is they actually gave me a discount code to give to you guys to give you a head start in the game, and that is Play Warships 2018. When you make a new account and you put that in, it gives you a bunch of freebies to get you ahead of the rest. It gives you some in-game currency, it gives you a bunch of XP, it gives you an extra ship, an extra port. Super helpful, get you started ahead of the pack. And what's also cool is you could be playing this game for months on end and there's still ways to level up. It is such a massive game and it's such an awesome time. So if you guys want to check it out and have fun on the game too, click the link in the description, click it right down there. It's cool, I'll take you right to it. Make sure you go do that and check it out for yourself and have a good time. So I think we're just gonna send it and start today's video, so enjoy the rest of the content. So yesterday we had some issues with the E36. It is kind of misfiring and being a pain in the ass. If you guys didn't watch yesterday's video, go watch it. This will make sense and you'll appreciate this. So the E36, I buttoned it up for the most part yesterday, so it's kind of like a car again. It's together, as you can see. But we're having an issue where it's breaking up or it's like consistently misfiring sporadically, if that makes sense. I don't know what it is. It could be a lot of things. It seems like it's more of an ignition issue, but then when you're under load, it seems like a fuel issue, so it could be both. Since I basically made the whole harness over, it's a little skeptical of what it could be, but my homie and the Megascore Master, Derek, is actually going to come down in hopefully a few, and he's going to help me diag this issue because I had no luck yesterday, and hopefully a second set of eyes and hands will get the job done. I'm gonna just get everything ready, and then when Derek shows up, let's hope that we can make some progress, because I am dying to freaking dyno this thing. It is so close. I mean, look at it. I don't know. I'll see you guys soon. Look what we have here. Mr. Derek Burton.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Nothing, what's up?
So you've come to save the day?
I'm gonna try.
So what's your first plan of action?
I'm gonna start with the basics. The tune that I loaded on this originally was a fully developed tune for a 6266 S52.
Really? I didn't know it was for a turbo 62.
Yeah, it made a lot of power too. I know the base ignition settings and trigger wheel settings are right. I'm just gonna use that.
I checked them all over, brother.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Verified my work?
I did,
Nice.
actually.
And then we'll just start over and just treat this like we would any other car that came through the door.
Guys, I'm in the car. Derek actually figured it out. Of course Derek figured it out. So it was really stupid, and I should have checked this from literally the beginning. So the map sensor is built into the Megascore. So you just have a vacuum line going into Megascore. The map sensor basically is what your ECU uses to determine your VE table, which is your fuel, essentially. And I had it teed off, which is a no-no. It should always be on its own circuit, but I thought it was straight, or should be on its own system, but I thought it would be straight. And the thing it was teed off to was just bleeding air. So the map load was completely wrong, so the ECU was just sporadically throwing fuel numbers at it that it wasn't meant for that area. It's showing why it ran like shit. I would definitely never would have guessed that to be a map sensor, the way it was just so sporadic, but you know what, I learned my lesson and I'll never do it again, and now we're straight. It's really stupid. I kind of hate myself for not figuring that out, but now she runs great. And you know what, now we're just gonna throw it on the damn dyno. So just head down to the dyno. Sound good, B?
Sounds awesome.
Here you go, I made it here in one piece. That was my first successful 2-mile drive.
Woo!
Right, how'd it look?
Looked sick.
The alignment's pretty bad.
Alignment's pretty rough. She's a little rich. Get that dialed in.
Hey, you know what? Drove itself here and it feels pretty good. So, ready to make some horse puppies?
You're goddamn right I am.
Speaking of, I took the signal wire from the AM wideband and put it into the ECU, which I should have done a long time ago. I just had no clean way of doing it, but for the dyno, that's fine. What that's gonna help us do is that's gonna help us actually data log the numbers on the computer and actually use that to our advantage, so we could actually, so after the pull's done, we can go back and see the data and compare it to the other data that we have, data, whatever, in that current pull, so it makes our life a lot easier than just staring at the gauge and remembering what I got for AFRs and where. So Derek looked over the timing map and he actually made this one a long time ago for a turbo motor that we talked about before, and so the timing's pretty clean. So at this point we're just gonna dial in the VE table, which is the fuel table, get it all squared up, and square up the throttle response and all the stupid little bugs down low, and then do some big pulls. Right?
Big pulls, big puppies.
Big puppies. Kenny, what's the issue here?
I don't see anything here. There's no lower suspension at all.
So the issue is gonna drive it down to the dyno. Just pick your favorite solid piece.
There's nothing solid either. It's all. Oh, I could go to the tire well. No, I can't do that.
Well, this damn thing keeps overheating, which is a pain in the ass. So return hose for the engine is actually still cold, no matter what I do, which kind of shows me to believe that the thermostat's stuck closed. There could potentially be an air pocket behind the thermostat because it technically opens from the other side, but I don't think so. So I think we should be fine doing pulls with it like this for now. I just have to keep an eye on the temps and just wait in between pulls. But when I get back to the shop, I gotta pull a thermostat and either just run no thermostat or get another one or what. I tried bleeding the coolant system on the dyno for the past like 30 minutes. It sucks, but whatever, it happens. So we're gonna let it cool down and do hopefully a run. All right, Derek, so you're kind of going through the gears right now, so just kind of clean up the AFRs around the map.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I forgot one more thing. So we went to go turn the Vanos on, which is the variable intake cam. It allows us to actually give us a pretty decent amount of torque on the engine. It's just, you know, it's VVTi, it's like Honda's VTEC. Unfortunately, I don't have a cam angle sensor in right now. I had to order a M51. Hasn't come in yet, and we figured we'd be fine dynoing without the cam sensor. Essentially, it just doesn't tell us what stroke the engine's on, so we just have it set up for waste spark right now, which means it basically sparks on every stroke. And cam sensor actually actuates the Vanos, and that's why it's not actuating, so it's whatever. We can still get a lot done today. What's the temp?
Hot. Made 4 pounds of booze.
That's it?
Yeah.
Cool. Boom. Boom. 194 horsepower. Sick. See, there's no Vanos, so there's no like nice bump in it. The Vanos will literally just like kick it up.
Yep. VTEC.
And we only made 4 pounds of boost, which means I might have a vacuum leak, or my supercharger's just beat. So Derek cleaned up the fuel map, and then he actually added some timing up top, so we're gonna see how it picks up. Hopefully it does, and just see how it behaves with the new amount of timing. My supercharger belt is off.
No?
Supercharger belt fell off.
Yeah.
That'll explain a lot, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Belt's back on. 3 degrees of timing added.
Time for some horse puppies.
What are you thinking, like 215 horsepower?
I'm thinking 345.
Shut up.
215, 220.
Hopefully.
What did he do with the timing?
3 degrees.
And hopefully like 10 PSI?
So if the belt doesn't pop off and we reach 6 PSI, 7 PSI, and 3 degrees of timing, we should potentially be like 240 horsepower.
Yeah, that's like a realistic number.
But the belt might throw. It didn't sound fast.
No, it didn't. But it probably sounded faster than that.
6? Oh, yo! 232. We were pretty spot on.
Yeah, no, you had it like right down.
All right, Derek, quick explanation. What did you just do in between these last 2 runs?
I'm focusing on the fueling, but I just put a bunch of timing in it. It might blow a head gasket, or it might make it power.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with that.
Yeah, let's try it.
All right. Hope the belt stays on.
Sick.
So we only gained 3 horsepower. So take all that timing back out.
Well, I didn't put anything in it up top. I just
Oh, mid-range?
yeah.
Okay.
So we didn't make any more power mid-range where Derek threw the timing, and so since it didn't make any power, we're gonna actually bring it back just to keep things safe. But Derek's trying to be ballsy, and we're gonna throw the timing we took out of the mid-range, and we're gonna put it up top.
Yep.
Sounds like a fun time.
Here we go.
So we gained 5 horsepower. Nothing crazy, but
I brought the whole range up 5 horse, so.
we're probably basically past MBT at this point.
All right, guys, so we are all done with tuning, ready to drive back, and of course it's downpouring, but I'm pretty happy. The car made 240 horsepower, and that's kind of what I guessed in the beginning. I was kind of hoping it'd be a little bit more, but 240 is, I mean, the most realistic number ever. Given this motor probably makes 180 horsepower, like really freshened up. Only thing that I do wish I had right now is the Vanos. Now the Vanos system, of course, is the variable intake cam, and what that does is it brings a lot of mid-range torque in, like an excessive amount. Like, so this will be our power curve right here. With Vanos, this would just come dumb hard right here and just kind of level out right there. And that mid-range torque really makes the car feel a lot faster than it is. So once I get my cam position sensor in, we could wire that in and let the Vanos do its job, and it'll feel a lot quicker. But of course, huge shout out to Derek Burton. I'm gonna put his Instagram right here. Derek is a local tuner. He's amazing. He's been teaching me so much about all this stuff. Honestly, I owe so much to him, and he took his time today, really helped me figure out the E36, the whole process, so I can't thank him enough. So Derek, if you're watching, thank you so much. And everyone, go on his Instagram and comment thank you for me. He really deserves it. He's an awesome guy. He's super talented, and check him out. So let's get to the shop and go from there.
Well, made it here in one piece, and it feels pretty good.
I mean, every time I come off the dyno, it's raining, so I can't get on the damn thing. But I mean, 240 horsepower, like, to be realistic, it's not that much. But I mean, compared to what it was, 180 or something, it's not that bad. But
What do you think, B?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
All right. Well, you'll find out tomorrow when it's not raining.
All right, guys. So it's officially tuned and running and driving, which is crazy. It hasn't ran and drive in like 3 months. It's been quite a long time. I was definitely dragged down way longer than it should have. But it is officially, I wouldn't say done, but it can move underneath its own weight, which is huge. It's cool to see this motor running because I kind of knew nothing about it. We just refreshed it, threw it in, and it's my first time ever messing with anything BMW related like this. Same with the supercharger. I've never supercharged anything, so that's cool. That was a first. And the whole standalone engine management itself has been one giant learning experience. It is ridiculous. I suggest anyone, if you have the opportunity to do it. It sucks at first, but Dan doesn't teach you a lot, and that's going to help me down the road on a bunch of other builds. I'm really excited because now I am not scared of standalone engine management, which is probably the greatest thing you could put your car on.
Right, B. Hall, would you agree?
If you have a car that doesn't it's not required to be emissions compliant, there's no better way.
Like I said, there's still a lot of buttoning up to do. I got to get my cam sensor, so we have the Vanos, because Vanos is kind of a huge deal. And I have to button up the interior. I'm still missing a door panel. The exterior needs a bunch of love. My fitment is so whack right now. Like, it needs a lot of love, but you know what? It's cool. We still got time for us this season to enjoy it and go from there. And then obviously we gotta start touching the FD again because it's been a while. So of course, huge shout out to World of Warships for sponsoring this video. Of course, click the link in the description for me if you already haven't, because it helps a crap ton. So click it, and of course use that code so you can get all that freebie stuff to start the game off right. So you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And B Hall,
Have a freaking amazing night.